Hello, Minate, and any other YouTube followers I may have. I'm 5 weeks and 1 or 2 days postpartum now. This is Clara. She's sleeping. She's sleeping. And I've got this box that I'm going to unbox. So I'm going to do a classic Linnell unboxing / talking about my life. In this case, I'm going to talk about Clara's birth, I guess. Let me get a pillow for her to go on. Put her down. If she will allow me. She doesn't often like that, but she seems pretty passed out. So, I didn't even want to come back to Canada for my birth. I thought I could have it at home by myself in Tanzania. Like I wouldn't have even gone to a hospital. But it's a pretty good thing that I did, because it turned out to be crazy. Okay, so this thread box is something I bought so that I can have gifts to take back to Prosper when I go home. It's a men's clothing subscription box, so something different than my other unboxings. First thing appears to be underwear, ultra soft. Boxer briefs, that's fine. I bought him some really cute ones off Shein, but they came in there like huge. And sadly, I bought myself some really cute underwear off Shein. Came in, it was tiny. Underwear is hard, you know? Like, I find underwear super hard. It's so easy for it to be uncomfortable. Sweatpants again. I got sweatpants in the last unboxing for him. And I don't really see him wear sweatpants ever, so it's a lot of sweatpants. Okay, so Clara's birth. I was overdue, so I went to an acupuncturist to induce me. That worked. The next morning, I started to get labor pains. That went on for a couple of days, though, before I was admitted to the hospital. So labor pains started Saturday morning, and I was admitted to the hospital early Monday morning. My doula came to my house Sunday night. And it just went on and on and on. And then, you know, it got to be Monday afternoon, and my midwife says to me, Linnell, I think you should consider taking some pain medication, because I was having these really strong contractions, but nothing was happening. And so she was suggesting it might be kind of a mental block, that I'm hung up on the pain. And I personally found that really insulting's not the right word. But I was like, okay, I'm going to pull myself together. I don't need pain medication. I'm not a wimp. You know, I just really, it kind of offended me. So I like pulled myself together and I was like, you know, every time I had a contraction, I'm like, I'm not going to scream anymore. I'm not going to cry anymore. And I managed that for like another couple of hours until I said, okay, hit me with the fentanyl IV. They did at that time. I asked if they could do continuous fetal heart rate monitoring because I'd been in labor for so long, and it was something they had wanted to do anyways, but I had declined in the beginning because I didn't want to be hooked up to a bunch of wires. And I was personally not worried about the birth at all. But they were. So when they did the continuous fetal heart rate monitoring, they found that Clara was in distress. And I had to go for an emergency C-section. Okay, so this is like a warm jacket. I specifically wrote them that I didn't need more jackets or warm stuff because they put a jacket in the last one. So I'm going to say that sucked. 2 jackets that Prosper's not going to wear in Tanzania. This is really big. T-shirts are fine, but I can buy cheaper t-shirts on Shein. carrots. This is also just huge. Well, all right, I'm going to unsubscribe from that box, I think, because I don't like what came in it at all. The last one was pretty good, but it was like heavy sweatpants and I mean, maybe he can use a rain jacket. Let me see how warm it is. It's so warm. It's nice though. The thing is that they're sending nice jackets. Okay, so I got rushed into the operating room and I was shaking. I was totally scared of having a C-section, and you know, they chopped her out. They had to call for backup. She was so wedged into my birth canal. She went with a little cone head. And then she got rushed away from me because she wasn't breathing, because she'd inhaled her own poop and had a collapsed lung. And then she got flown to a hospital in Victoria, and I got carried in an ambulance behind her, and we got reunited 12 hours later, and that was the hardest 12 hours of my life. Just about. I kept saying, like, where's the baby? How come I can't hold the baby? They weren't really telling me clearly what was going on, or I wasn't able to understand. You know, then she was in the NICU for a few days, and I was going there all the time trying to breastfeed, but I don't know if it was the stress of the situation or what. My milk wasn't coming. And 10 days later, when we were home, my milk still hadn't come in, which was very stressful for me. I was giving her formula, but that was another big disappointment, a big fear I had realized, because I really wanted to breastfeed. But luckily the midwives are great. They were coming by every couple of days. They suggested goat's rue, blessed thistle, fenugreek. I started taking all that stuff. I also started taking domperidone. And I'm still taking all those things, and I've started including moringa powder, which I think is having a positive impact. I'm pretty much breastfeeding 24/7. It's a lot, but I am continuously managing to make more milk, doing a little more than half of her nutritional needs with my own breast milk now, which I'm really proud of, and I'm hoping that I can get to 100% or close to 100%. So that's the story of Clara's birth. Say hi to Clara. Oops. Oh, my sweetie. And my Threadbox unboxing, which was hugely disappointing. You know, they say that they're catering it to your whatever you say you want, and I specifically wrote them and said no warm stuff. So, whatever. I'm gonna unsubscribe from that now. Bye, everyone.